Hi Twin Flames, so today we're doing a temperature check on your connection. Now you did get a channeled message, excuse me, as I was doing your pre-shuffle, and your channeled message was basically the focus for the month of November is all about that inner work. Okay, so taking a really good look at all of the bits of yourself that you don't particularly want to look at, and really start to process everything. Okay, process bits of your past, really work through everything, do that shadow work, that inner work. Okay, somebody has also been it is like they've had the rug pulled out from underneath their feet because they refused to do that inner work. Okay, now I don't know if that was you or if that was your counterpart, but one of you's most definitely has had that rug pulled out, okay, because of that rigidity and that stubbornness to not do that inner work. All right, so let's start pulling your cards. What's going on for our Twin Flame Collective, please? Awaiting results, the Seven of Coins. Yeah. So this is the card all about harvest, patience, dedication, determination. Okay, waiting to see the results of your hard work. Now that, because this is a twin flame connection, that's all going to be about your own personal growth. Okay, because again, context is everything, right? Now, you've put a lot of good out into the universe here. You've put out a lot of positivity. You're quite possibly sending a lot of healing energy to your counterpart as well. And you're just sort of waiting to see what results are going to come back to you. That is also a really karmically charged energy, okay? Because it's all about you reap what you sow, all right? And then you've got feeling alone with the Five of Coins, yeah. So you've probably felt like you've had to carry the majority of the weight of this particular connection all by yourself, and recognizing that you're not going to be able to do the work for your counterpart. They have to do it for themselves. So you have focused on your own growth, your own healing, looking at everything that it is that you need to release, and focused on your own soul journey, right? Which is the exact correct thing to do. But again, can't quite help but feel that you're doing this alone. Okay, and then you've got dreams coming true with the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, a happy, positive outcome. And you can see in this deck, it's literally someone's got the universe in their hands. Okay, so this feels a lot like the universe is acknowledging the hard work that you've put in. They have acknowledged that, yeah, the majority of you have had to go this alone. You've not tried to control the outcome to go in your favor. You've been dedicated to your own soul mission or your own soul journey, okay, whichever terminology you prefer to use. Because of that determination and dedication that you have had to your own soul journey, it's paying off. It's not that you were looking to get a reward, okay? You just knew instinctively that that's what you were supposed to be doing. You weren't doing it for a reward at all. Nonetheless, you are going to be receiving a reward from the universe, okay? So you've been given without any kind of expectations. You've been dedicated to your mission, should we say, without any kind of expectations. And that's why you're seeing the universe responding to you in the way that it will be. All right. Right, what's the energy of the connection here, please, for our twin flame counterparts? What's going on? What do our twin flames need to know? What advice and guidance do you have for our twin flame counterparts, please, for the month of November 2023? Okay. Oh, wow. Straight out the gate, the Ace of Cups for the energy of the connection. Now, I was going to shuffle this deck 3 times and start pulling. Whenever you get jumping cards, obviously it needs to be acknowledged, okay? This is the current energy of the connection, the Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. And unconditional in the correct sense of the word, as in giving and loving without any expectations. Okay, Now with this one, I want to say as well that there is a newfound sense of self-love, because again, it's unconditional. You're no longer putting pressure on yourself to perform. You're no longer telling yourself that oh, I will be lovable only if I succeed at X, Y, Z. Okay. It's like, no, learning to love yourself unconditionally. And that's the main thing that this twin flame connection has taught you. Okay. Purpose together in this lifetime, the Eight of Cups. An important lesson for you both to learn in this lifetime, the Seven of Coins. How you both grow from this lesson, the Knight of Swords. What your life will look like after this lesson, realization. So that's Judgment. How to strengthen your bond with each other, the Queen of Cups. How to raise your vibration, the Emperor. What your twin mirrors for you, the Wheel of Fortune. And how you can both help each other to reach your highest potential, the Hierophant. Energy at the bottom of the deck is the Sun. Beautiful. Really positive vibes, positive energy, life-giving energy also. Growth, nourishment, nurturing. Under there is the Two of Coins, so that's balancing out the internal yin and yang, and then by default the external, so that would be the physical selves, then being balanced out also, because again you're doing that hard inner work. You're balancing out yourself from within, and recognizing that that has a it has an impact on your counterpart. It's also finding the balance between the chaos and order in your life as well. Right, that Sun is absolutely beautiful energy. And in fact, if I just hold this card up for you, you can see there's a little child happily playing. So again, another message about doing that inner child work. Okay. Purpose together in this lifetime, Eight of Cups. To recognize what is worth keeping and what needs to be released. Okay, the Eight of Cups. That's emotionally investing so much in a situation, and then it just stops working for whatever reason, and then recognizing, okay, I should probably leave this now. You know, I've taken something as far as it'll go, to try and continue this thing, and it is on an emotional level. Would be toxic, damaging, futile, whatever. Okay, so it's recognizing what needs to be released, you know, where you actually have control. That is your purpose together. I'm also feeling as well, because this can be quite an empowering energy, you know, so I'm feeling that your purpose together is to empower either each other or the collective as a whole, on where someone's power actually lies, and that is within their own actions, their own responses to stuff. So helping others, like basically being a beacon for others, so that they can empower themselves. Okay, I do get that message really, really strongly here. An important lesson to learn together in this lifetime, the Seven of Coins. In this deck, it's quite sort of nostalgic, right? Because it's all these coins are inside picture frames. It's like a snapshot of the past, a snapshot of history. And then you've got artistic energy here. You can see with that artists, what are they called? Like paint mixers, where they put their paint and they mix it. It has got a special name. I'm having a major brain fart moment. I know it's got a special name, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's very sort of thoughtful, creative, artistic type energy, isn't it? So with this one, what you create in this lifetime is going to be remembered. Okay, it is going to be remembered for generations to come. So there's also the message here about how you don't have to repeat history. Okay, you can create your own. You don't have to follow past generations' footsteps. You don't have to make the same mistakes that the generations made before you, that sort of thing. Okay, you can paint your own future. You can create your own blank canvas, and you can paint your own future on that. That's the message behind this particular Seven of Coins. Okay, really important lesson to learn in this lifetime, especially if one of yous or the both of yous has come from really strict upbringing, strict backgrounds, strict religious belief systems, you know, that's been passed down from generation to generation. Yes, most people do take on the religious beliefs that they were born into, so they had no power, control, nor say in that. Okay, no longer feeling like you're a victim of your own birth or a victim of your own circumstances. Okay, that's this energy, because it's literally you create the life that you're wanting for yourself. You are the artist, like literally you are the artist. What are you going to do with it? Okay, that's an important lesson to learn in this lifetime. You're not actually stuck. You're not stuck with the classic, oh well, my entire family have been from this religion, so I have to continue that. No, not if you don't believe in it. No, you don't. How you grow from this lesson, Knight of Swords. You're going to feel more energized, more in control. Quite possibly you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with communicating with others, with getting your point across. Knight of Swords, that's someone who's very determined. Okay, it's a really fast energy, especially in this deck. So you're going to see a lot of personal growth that comes from this particular lesson right here. Okay, and you'll find as well that things happen for you a lot easier. What will your life look like after this lesson? Well, you've got realization. Traditionally that would be judgment. It's all about personal awakening. So you've got, you know how you go through several awakenings, reawakenings, ascensions throughout your lifetime? Well, you've got another big one coming up, guys. Okay. This is literally a rite of passage. You're going through your rite of passage right now. It's your phoenix rising from the ashes. I don't know if you can make that out, but that's actually a phoenix there. Okay. This is your inner calling. Feeling as if you've been picked up from one timeline and then moved and dropped into another timeline, because it's like a paradigm shift type energy with realization. Okay. Working towards the liberation of all of humanity as well. This is a very important change, and you're recognizing that it's a very important change. So you're not undermining the importance of your own soul journey, that where it completely points to the fact that, like, just because that's the way that things have always been done doesn't mean to say that's the way that things always need to be done, you know. I'm feeling that this is very sort of like Uranus type energy, because it feels really eccentric, rebellious. It feels very original and unique. It's that desire for freedom and individuality, isn't it? And you've also got that humanitarian service that's been thrown in there too. So it feels really Uranus type energy to me. It really does. And that makes me smile. I do like that sort of thing. It appeals. It's like, yeah, it is definitely time to do things differently. And it seems to be that our Twin Flame Collective is leading the way with that, which is really good. How to strengthen your bond with each other. The Queen of Cups is kindness, empathy. It's creativity also. Nurturing, again with that word nurturing. Nurturing the connection. Now, let's say, for example, in the physical, you could be separated in the physical. It's remembering that this is a spiritual connection, so you're not actually separate at all, okay? Again, because of that soul connection, we use being twin flame counterparts, there is no such thing as separation, right? So you can strengthen your bond by continuing to send love energies towards your twin flame counterpart, and vice versa, okay? How to raise your vibration, the Emperor. It's divine masculine energy. So some of you are needing to tap in more to your internal divine masculine energy, which is that state of doing, okay? Don't be afraid to be more assertive when it's required as well. So remembering that you can be assertive without being abrasive. Something to do with research as well. See how he's sitting on a throne of books. So that's the throne of books and knowledge. Not being afraid to go back to basics, to go back and relearn something or learn new things about a well-known topic to yourself, for example, okay? Not being too egotistical to say, oh, I didn't know that, I'm going to go research on that. Do you know what I mean? Like, learning is a lifelong process, as this particular Emperor is fully aware of. And then passing on their knowledge to others as and when they're needing it. Okay, that's how you can help raise your vibration. What your twin mirrors for you, the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Fate, karma, destiny. Things moving in the right direction. Lady Luck smiling upon you. All that good stuff. I am getting a lot of divine protection here as well. So there's a turning point with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what you're mirroring for each other is to be both humble and hopeful at the same time, because remember what I usually say about the Wheel of Fortune. When you're at the top of your game, it keeps you humble because this too shall pass, and then you find yourself at the bottom of the wheel. And then when you're at the bottom of the wheel, it keeps you hopeful because this too shall also pass, and then you find yourself back at the top again. Everybody gets their turn on the wheel, okay? Everybody's got their part to play, and this is what you mirror. This is what you and your twin flame counterpart are mirroring for each other. It's also about the cycles of life, okay? So you both, I feel, accepting. It's like you're in acceptance of the things that you're not really in control of. Okay. There's also a bit of deja vu here as well. Maybe you're both triggering quite frequent experiences of deja vu for each other. I'm also sensing with this one that you're both now starting to take responsibility for your own lives as well, with that being the Wheel of Fortune. And that's what you're mirroring for each other. Okay. How you can both help each other to reach your highest potential. It's the Hierophant. So that's being dedicated to your spiritual journey, being dedicated to your soul mission, if you prefer to use that term. It doesn't really matter. Why am I getting this stubbornness again, though? I'm hearing push. They're saying, oh, refusing. Okay, you're refusing to go along with the like, you know how society tends to follow each other in a lot of ways. Fashion is a really big one. Never followed fashion, never understood it, but there we go. But yeah, most people in society, they tend to follow trends and stuff, don't they? It's like being concerned about the newest model of mobile phone, and, you know, kind of sneering down at others who are using last year's phone or whatever. That's all surface level, meaningless crap, right? So by you refusing to go along with the crowd, by you choosing to do things differently, you're helping each other to reach your own highest potentials. But then there's that ripple effect as well that's happening with everyone else around you. So you're actually having a much bigger impact on people than perhaps maybe you thought you were. Okay. Yeah, because they're definitely saying like that you push back quite a lot against the rest of society, to the point where you don't really feel connected to the rest of society. I see, right, that makes sense. So you see in the background how you've got all of these mannequins and they're all exactly the same. And then you hierophant, that can be a teacher. So you're teaching others how they can be individuals. You're teaching others that they don't have to follow the crowds, you know. You're teaching others to really look at the bigger meanings of things and what is genuinely more important. That's interesting. And of course with the green book as well. So green, that would be your heart chakra. It's not even any one thing specifically that you're doing. It's just because you're just being you. It's just it's just the energy that you're giving off. You see what I'm saying? So you're helping each other reach each other's highest potential, and you're helping others to reach their highest potentials also. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. What else for our twin flame collectives, please? Okay. I really cared about you, even if my actions show otherwise. Interesting. So there has been a bit of a thing between yourself and your twin flame counterpart where they came across as being really quite disrespectful to you. No matter how hard I try to get away, something keeps bringing me back. Yeah. Well, of course. It is a twin flame connection. That's what I was saying. It's like you're not actually, I mean, if you are in physical separation, you're not actually separated at all. Because remember what it is you're dealing with. It's a twin flame connection. Like there is no separation. Not really. Hiding and staying away is easier. Okay, so yeah, they didn't want to do that inner work. They didn't want to look at all the icky stuff that we're all capable of. I have not forgotten about you, even if you think I have. Okay, so you're constantly on your twin flame counterpart's mind, basically. You might have been given the impression that they don't give a shit. They've definitely been keeping themselves to themselves here because they've been forced to do that inner work. That's why. Okay, collective. I know you may feel that I don't care or love you, but believe me, I do. I just don't show it. Okay, so they've had problems with their own self-acceptance, and they naturally reflected that back outwards. So remember, how people treat you is how they feel about themselves. Okay. So they were struggling with this whole self-love thing, which now they're being forced to look at. Interesting. I see you in my dreams. My heart and soul yearn for you. And the grass was not greener on the other side. So they probably thought it was going to be easier to run away from the connection. But what they actually did was they ran away from themselves. They thought that they could dodge this. They thought that they could dodge everything that a twin flame connection entails, and they couldn't. Because it's followed them. It's followed them, definitely. Okay, well, I do feel that that's your messages that have come out, Twin Flames. If that read has resonated for you, then please let me know by dropping a like on the video, and that'll help keep you engaged with the channel as well, okay? If you feel that you need additional clarity or to go check out your other signs, then there's a playlist at the top right-hand corner of the screen. It should say October readings, so you can go back and get further clarity if you think that that's going to be beneficial for you. The private readings, they are available just about. We've got really limited slots left. They are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that will be in my description box. If you're on dark mode on your mobile phone on YouTube, it's going to be really difficult to read the description box because YouTube has broken something. They've made the background black and they've made the text black. I don't know how the fuck they've managed that, but there we go. So yeah, just do keep that in mind as well if you are on dark mode and trying to look at the description box. Hopefully they fixed it by now, but I very much doubt it. But yeah, if it's not fixed, then it's just phoenixkeiatarot.com. Okay. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.